Welcome back to the Relaxing Ghost channel here on YouTube. Today we have our NXT TakeOver Toronto predictions preview show for you guys. I'm really looking forward to this show. It's not many times we get shows up here in Canada. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make this trip, but it looks like they're planning to do a show next year, so that's always possible for me. Anyways, this is a pretty big show in my opinion. I don't think it'll live up to NXT Takeover New York, but these takeovers always seem to top the last show. So I do have high expectations for it. I think this will be an awesome show. We do have 5 matches scheduled for Saturday night's pay-per-view or event. This will be from Toronto, Ontario, Canada at the Scotiabank Arena, August 10th, 2019. This is the former Air Canada Centre. They've ran, SummerSlams and whatnot there before. They ran Survivor Series 2016 there, the NXT TakeOver event from that year as well. So like I said, 5 matches on the card. First match, which I don't think this will open the show. This will probably be like a breather match, but Candice LeRae versus Io Shirai. Io Shirai recently turning heel. Honestly, I think I gotta go with Io Shirai on this one. It's we don't know too much about Candice LeRae at this point. She really hasn't had many matches with NXT, so I'm going to go with Io Shirai here. Second match of the night for the NXT Women's title. It's going to be Shayna Baszler versus Mia Yim. Mia Yim is fairly new to WWE NXT, but I'm honestly going to go with Mia Yim on this one. I think Shayna Baszler's been champion almost a year now since WWE's Evolution pay-per-view last October. So Mia Yim, I think it's time for Shayna Baszler to drop the title. If she gains it back, I wouldn't be against it, but I think we've had enough of Shayna Baszler for a while, as champion anyway. It's not like Raw or SmackDown where you could, kind of hot potato the titles back and forth. NXT only has like 5 big shows a year, so we kind of want to give other women opportunities. Third match of the night for the NXT North American Championship. Velveteen Dream defending the title versus a newly returning Pete Dunne and Undisputed Era member Roderick Strong. Now, I don't know if Pete Dunne being thrown into this is just kind of a curveball, or it's Pete Dunne being introduced back into NXT instead of NXT UK. I'm not sure what the deal is here, but this is kind of interesting. It kind of threw me off when Pete Dunne got involved with this. I don't think it changed my pick though. I'm still gonna go with Roderick Strong to win the title. But I wouldn't be surprised if Pete Dunne picks up that championship. And they do have a NXT UK pay-per-view coming up as well in Cardiff at the end of August. Same night as All Out. So that'll be interesting as well. Maybe they're going to put the title on Pete Dunne for a couple of weeks and then have him drop the title to Roderick Strong there. Who knows? It could be It could be all up in the air right now. Fourth match on the card for the NXT Tag Team Championships. This is, I think, a dead giveaway on who's going to win this match. The Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, defending the titles against Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish. I think this is a dead giveaway. Street Profits now have been on Raw and SmackDown for the past couple of months anyway, since the the whole Paul Heyman, Eric Bischoff thing took over. I think we're getting new tag team champions here, and Undisputed Era may end the night holding all the gold. So, if they keep the titles on the Street Profits, I got no problem with it. I just think they were kind of, unestablished. They didn't really have any credibility to them. They just kind of won the titles out of nowhere. I don't watch a lot of NXT TV, so I couldn't tell you if they're on a winning streak, if they're super over or not. But I've heard they were the right choice to win at TakeOver 25. So that's kind of why they put the titles on them. But if they're going to be on Raw and SmackDown, I think it's the right choice to take the titles off them. In the main event for the NXT Championship, Adam Cole defending the championship versus Johnny Gargano. 2 out of 3 falls where they each chose a fall. And if it goes to a third fall, Commissioner William Regal will choose the third fall. These guys had one of the best matches at TakeOver New York, which was a 2 out of 3 falls match. Ironically, here they are in a rematch, 2 out of 3 falls. That match received 5.5 stars from Dave Meltzer. During the betting odds, people are already betting that this match will be at least 5 stars. So they're putting a lot of pressure on Gargano and Cole here. First, I think they're going to go in this order. Singles match, which was chosen by Adam Cole. Second fall, street fight, which was chosen by Johnny Gargano. For the third fall, I'm going to predict it'll either be a ladder match or a cage match. I'm leaning more towards the ladder match. Both Gargano and Adam Cole had outstanding ladder matches. I think back to TakeOver New Orleans, where Adam Cole became the first North American champion. Also, DIY becoming tag team champions in a ladder match, I believe, a couple years ago. So this is one hell of a match I'm looking forward to. They had an awesome match at TakeOver New York. Their match at TakeOver 25 was good, but there's no way it could have lived up to the hype of the New York match. For my pick, I'm going to pick Adam Cole to retain here. Whether it's by Adam Cole and the Undisputed Era, double teaming, triple teaming, 4-on-1, kind of all over Johnny Gargano, or by a returning Tommaso Ciampa, costing him the championship. This is going to be very interesting weekend here. We got SummerSlam, NXT TakeOver Toronto. It's going to be a busy weekend for me and all the other YouTubers. I'm really looking forward to this match overall. It's probably going to be one of my favorites and one I look back on for a long time. So NXT just has the upper edge here when it comes to 2 out of 3 false matches. WWE just does them ridiculously during Raw and SmackDown. You'll have a 2 out of 3 falls match that goes 7 minutes, and that's just ridiculous. I never liked how WWE did their 2 out of 3 falls matches unless it was on a main event level. We've seen a lot of 2 out of 3 falls matches over the past few months, and it's just stupid how many they've been doing. One every now and again is fine. When you're doing 2 or 3 2 out of 3 falls matches on an episode of Raw, that you've lost all meaning, because apparently Vince doesn't want to have wrestling during commercial breaks. Yeah, imagine that. And the way they do it is so obvious. Quickly end the first fall within a minute or two, and then quickly end the second fall, and then 3 minutes later the match is over. So I'm not a big fan of the way WWE does it. It's really paint by numbers. I hate to always say this, but back in the day, you had a 2 out of 3 falls match. The first fall wouldn't even happen for at least 10 to 15 minutes. And then the second fall might happen quickly after the first fall, but then that third fall would go another 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes sometimes. So the match overall would be close to 45 minutes to an hour. When you have a 2 out of 3 falls match go 7 to 8 minutes, that's just embarrassing. There's no need for that. There's other people that need to be on the show wrestling opposed to putting over a goofy 2 out of 3 falls match. Anyways, guys, comment down below your predictions for NXT TakeOver Toronto. I'll be watching this show closely. Follow me on Twitter, HWM Ghost. We'll talk to you later. Peace.